Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Running to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
The short hands, it's Williams. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. That last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Guys, a battle in the Peach State today. A lot of red and gold in the stands whenever the Yellow Jackets and Dogs have at it. And here's the latest. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, people want to say cold is a mindset. No, dude, it's cold, and you're hitting each other. It's a physical game. It hurts really, really bad. Even catching the ball like you did right there for that interception sometimes can hurt those hands. Great start by the defense.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense is...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Corner's going to give them room. To the air, it's O'Neal. Release to the back. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're trying to get to him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can.
And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's going to let it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, but I'm the receiver. I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make...
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback.
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive.
42, Syracuse, 17.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Going up top on first down. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Running toward the tape. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Floating away. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And it's caught inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. These corners going to give these receivers some space. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
The inside handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's back to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he pulls it in at the 15. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cuse.
Number 12.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Looking to pass on second down. Coming after it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Number 13, on to kick it away. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Utah 49, Syracuse 31.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Punt formation to kick it away.
He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
He's got it on the right. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. First priority is to take care of the ball here. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He throws one to the left. And it's caught at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have.
Touchdown, Utes! And the punishment has been extended. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards past.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse. On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from going for it all. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Orange. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. But you gave him a little bit of hope.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Utah.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Oh, it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.